All righty, here we are. Another Saturday night. How we doing, Hobby?
We're doing wonderful. Very relaxed. Very relaxed.
Yeah. Welcome everybody to the CNC with Dave Gatton show, where we talk about all kinds of stuff related to Hobby CNC. That's Hobby CNC, not Hobby CNC.
I feel so left out.
Sometimes we do talk about Hobby CNC. But anyway, glad y'all are here. How's the social distancing working out for y'all so far? I've noticed the number of live viewers is up significantly, and I guess it's because I have kind of a captive audience. Bobby and I were just talking a minute ago. We said, yeah, once this Corona thing's over with, we'll probably come on here to do a show, and it won't be anybody here but me and him. Because everybody else is going to have cabin fever so bad they're got to get out. So it's not that big a change for me because I'm a homebody anyway. But anywho, let's see who we got over here. I'm way behind on the comments already, but we'll try to run down through these. There's Dave Clemens says hi, Dave, and everyone in Gatton. There's Poppy's Woodshed. How you doing? Dean say, yeah. How you doing, Dean? Thumbs up. I always love the thumbs up, guys. Always like those. Gives me the warm and fuzzies, Let's see. Oh, man, this stupid mouse. Every time I do this, it's shot way up to the top. Here we go. Let me try and do it like this. Okay, let's see. Troy Pritchard's in the house. How you doing, Troy? Jack Ripper.
I'm sorry. Well, we'll meet in the middle. I'm watching the live comments as you're catching up. Larry Duggar just said, celebrated my 48th anniversary on Thursday. Coronavirus saved me some money.
Yeah, that's don't worry though, she'll make you make up for it probably. Let's see who else we got in here. Wayne Hurl, Philip Carter, Dennis Mills, Dennis Killian says first time here. How you doing, Dennis? Welcome. Wilson Rubottom's here. Everyone thumbs up, he says. Let's see here. I don't want to miss anybody. Glenn Helwig. Jay Matthias, 91, I guess. Dwight Bennett, Steve Gronsky. Appreciate it, Steve. Appreciate the thumbs up. Don Puckett's here tonight. How you doing, Don? Harry Raglan. Harry, if you'll remind me, I'll answer your question. I saw you put a question on the video about the zero and the pin thing. If you'll remind me in a little bit here when we get started, I'll tell you it's nothing to it really. But Baron Black's in the house. How you doing, Baron? Clyde Labonte, CNC. Oh man, I'm so far behind. Dave Matthews is here. Greg Euler is here. Jerry Bonifield, Gary Hammett, Matt Awesome Wood Things Hoss is here.
Matthew.
How you doing, Matt? Mike Haichu, Paul Stewart.
Matt, the post office has your box.
All kinds of people here. Ed Newman, Tim DeLine, Dale Ludlam, Kevin Harder, Robert Sams, Bart Bixel's in the house. How you doing, Bart? There's my old buddy Hitch Hamilton. How you doing, Hitch? David Pugh, quarantined. Yeah. That's what I mean. I got a captive audience for sure because y'all ain't supposed to be going nowhere. Carrie Van Every, how you doing? And Ballard, yeah, there's the show you were. Or no, that's not the comment you were talking about. Even we should rename the show the Saturday Night CNC Lockdown Show. Rob Schuster's in the house. And by the way, if you haven't seen Rob Schuster's latest little video clip he put on the Gatton CNC Facebook page, go check it out. He's got I'll just let you go look and see, but it's cool. He's been using that damn rotary thing again.
I heard this wise man with white hair say Rob's killing it.
He's killing it. Yeah, he is. He's killing it over there with that rotary thing. He is doing it the same. Let's see. Matt says social distancing equals same as always with me. Yeah, same here too. As like I said, it's not a big change for me because I don't go anywhere anyway. But Kevin Calhoun's here. I'm almost caught up, I think. There it went. Where'd it go? Well, no, I wasn't. I thought I was caught up, but I'm not. P&G Custom Woodworks. My old buddy, Michael Mertzke. How you doing, Michael? Good to see you on here. I haven't seen you in a while. Clay's here from Mississippi.
Good old Joanne Dwayne is here.
Troy, I see Troy. Jim Johnson is here. The Dirty Knobs. Okay. All right. Keith Stanford. Larry Duggar's here. Oh, there's the comment you was talking about. I thought you said Ryan, but it's Larry.
Larry Duggar, yeah.
Yeah. Saved him some money.
Yeah, you still got a ways to go.
That's funny right there. Trying to keep my laptop screen 6.5 feet away, but couldn't hear you guys. Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
All righty. Charles Lawrence is here. Bob Heltenbridal. Yeah, you can tell. I'm seeing some names I haven't seen in a while, so you can tell the quarantine thing's not going well.
Jerry has arrived.
Michael McCright. Roy's CNC Woodwork. There's Mary Mallory from Danville. How you doing, Mary? Good to see you. Keith Stanford. Steven Toronto's here. Steve from Harnell Media's here.
Hey, Steve.
First time caller, long time listener. Yeah. Let's see. Who else we got here?
Good old Steve from Harnell Media. We should give him a plug.
Darren Birds, Alan Kreifels, Jim Senecola, Gary Davis. Man, the list just keeps going on and on and on. Oops, and here I hit it again. Let's see. Thomas Graham. There's Dwayne, a.k.a. Joanne. Grant Clark. Clyde Labonte CNC. I don't know if I said him or not. Look at his picture. He got a young buck in there in his picture now. Looking good, Clyde. JL Woodworks. Mike Smith. Andrew Haig.
Andrew. Oh, speaking of Andrew, I'm going to be in your neck of the woods pretty much all of April because of the quarantine. I'll tell you all about it later.
Yeah, Albie's going to be.
I'll be building boxes from up there.
Yeah. He's got a good point here. While it's fresh on your mind, thumbs up before you have to leave. We're on a mission to break 100 likes. Okay, well, that'd be awesome if we can do that. But
yeah,
it's not mandatory. Fred Palumbo is here. How you doing, Fred? Michael Chipser's here.
Chipser.
How you doing, Michael? The Patrick's is here. He says,
he's already.
Each comment is 6 feet apart. Yeah. Leo Steger's here. JJ Woodshop. Man, there's all kinds of folks. Chris Tackett. Ron Cleveland. Every time I think I'm caught up, there's a bunch more. Ron Hampton. All right, I think I'm caught up now. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. We don't really have, this quarantine thing is probably putting a damper on everything. But I thought, we'll go ahead and keep doing these shows and
Entertaining.
With something to talk about. There's always questions, so we'll do some question and answer stuff. But before we get started doing that, I want to give a big shout out, and I don't know where he's at now. I'm sure he's way up the list because it's done scrolled by. But Wilson Rubottom contacted me the other day and said he had a PDF that he'd made. He wanted to send it to me. And he did, and it is awesome. So I wanted to share it tonight. I asked him if it was okay if I showed it tonight, and he said it was. So I want to give him a big shout out and show this PDF that he made. And when you guys see it, you're going to know, some of the older guys that have already got their machines built and stuff, it's, may not be that big a deal. But for all those new folks, and I know there's a ton of you out there, and we get this question
all the time,
a lot about the size of your machine and stuff like that. But let me get it pulled up here. I've already got it queued up, I think. Yeah, there it is. But he sent me this PDF, and this is these dimensions that he has on here is right straight off the plan drawings. This is pretty much the basic size. In other words, if you build it exactly to the plans, this is what you would have. That overall gantry up, I guess I got to move my little pointer over here, is 52.5. That's what it is. That's what it is on the plans there. And you'll also notice that it has 48 right here and 48 right down here, that's the way the plans are designed. It's all designed around using a half sheet of plywood for the table. And we're always getting the question, first of all, how, what's my cutting area if I build it to the plans? And also if I want to cut 48 wide, how much wider do I have to go, and that kind of thing. So this is really makes it easy for people to visualize it. And with Wilson's permission, I will be putting this on the website as well so y'all can see it. But you can see that from what he's got here, and I think this is about what I've always said, but I just never did have a good drawing for it. He says the approximate cut, if you build it to the plans, would be about a 42.5 on the X and approximately 34. We'll just call that 34.5. On the Y.
That's exactly now, right.
For those of you who have really been paying attention when you watch my build videos, you'll know that I didn't even build, when I did the build videos, I didn't even build it per my plans. I made it bigger, wider. It's the same 48 deep, so that's the same. But I want to say I made mine like 56 inches wide up here where this 52.5 is. I think that's what it was. I can't even remember. It's been so long ago since I did those videos. Anybody that's watched lately probably knows better than me. But anyway, I knew I was going to, once I finished that build and got done shooting all the videos of it and everything, I was going to give that away to my buddy Jim. So I did make it wider so that you could put a 48 wide, have 48 cutting area on the X. But I do want to thank Wilson for taking the time to put this PDF together. And like I said, I think it will help a lot of people visualize just what you're going to get if you build it exactly to the plans. And one other thing I might note too is that if you look here, we're saying that the 34.5 on the Y, that's as far back as it can go right here up to the edge of the table. But you notice that there, I don't know how much that is, probably 3 or 4 inches at least, going, that you could actually hang it over if you wanted to. But, if you got in a pinch, I don't really recommend doing that. But, if you were in a pinch and had something that was that close, you could do it. But anyway, I want to thank Wilson Rubottom again for taking the time to do that. And I will be adding that to the website. I'll probably try to make it as a downloadable thing where you can download that PDF. So thank you very much, Wilson, for.
Yeah, that was a great file. That's. I know there's been a few people, including myself. I know there's a few people thinking, I got to do something like that. I got to create that file. He did it, and it is fantastic. It's going to be extremely helpful to all the new people wondering exactly how much could they. Most people are visual, Dave, and I know I am, and I know you have a video out. I have a video out. Mark has a video out, and probably a few others about cutting area and exactly, the space. But there's nothing like a straightforward, simple visual image to have it all coalesce in your head.
Yeah. Yeah, I was. I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Whenever I do these shows, y'all always see me. I've always got a bottle of water, and that's usually because I talk a lot and my throat gets dry. But if you see me, I may even end up having to leave and go grab another one tonight because spring has sprung here in Georgia, and the pollen is everywhere. If you live anywhere down south, you know what I'm talking about because I have two vehicles, an Explorer and a Ford truck, and both of them are white. Only now they're both yellowish green. But the pollen is really bad, and I think that's why my throat's been bothering me and stuff. I hope that's why it is and not anything else. But anyway, so you'll probably see me drink even more water tonight as we go.
Oh, Dave, you asked me to remind you to give you a little shout out to Steve Nealon.
Oh yeah. Where is old Steve? Well, I'm not going to try to scroll back because the comment.
No, he was on a recent comment there.
But yeah, Steve Nealon is. Well, you plug him for me, Hobby, because you know more about it than I do.
Well, Steve Nealon is pretty much the figurehead of a group called members. Well, it's been so long. Steve, help me here.
There he is.
Yeah, network. I forget. My mind
is. We know him as Steve, but it's
Makers Media Network. My mind is going. Anyway, we are a group of folks that just like to talk about Makers Media Network. Like to talk about woodworking, making any building in all of its forms, and help each other. For those of you that have YouTube channels, help each other promote and stuff. Steve himself also has Harneal Media, which is a web he does web services and fantastic at that. And he's always on the ball, not only on his web services. This shows you how much attention he pays to his web services. On Makers Media Network, there are over 100 of us, yet every time a video comes out, almost every time, he can't be everywhere, but he seems like he is. Like Dave's video comes out, Steve's there promoting it. My video comes out on my own channel, he's there promoting it. I mean, he works his butt off in the backward scenes, and I'd like to give him a thanks.
Yeah, and I want to give him a shout out too, because I've noticed he's been sharing a lot of my stuff lately, and I do appreciate it. That certainly doesn't go unnoticed. No matter who does it, really. But all righty, we've got all kinds of folks out here. I saw some questions. I want to get back to. I saw one. Can't remember who it was now. Paul, I think, asked me, so I'm going to get back to that one. But the first one that I thought of was Harry had posted a question on the video I did, let's see, a few days ago, a week ago, I don't know.
Which
He was
one?
asking me how I zero, and I should have brought the darn thing in here because I don't have it mounted on the machine right now.
Which video was it, Dave? You've been like hitting it hard with the videos lately.
I'm trying to up my game here. You know, we're under quarantine. I don't have much else to do. You know, so
stop making me laugh. I'm trying to solder.
But what was that last pen holder video I did? What was it? What did I make? I can't even remember what it was now.
The pen holder, the one with the slide.
Yeah.
I'll find the link to it. You keep going.
All right. Anyway, whatever that one was, Harriet asked me how I zero that thing. And the way that it's got a 5-inch drawer slide, and I should have brought it in there, dadgummit. But anyway, it is, you know, the way that slide works is if I push it all the way up, it'll stick and stay up. So I mount it on the machine, and then I bring it over to where I'm going to set my zero, and then I pull it down and let it drop all the way down. And then I just, and again, I'm going to have to just use my hand to try to tell you, okay, this is the pen. I basically just bring it down until I see the slide starting to move, like you saw my fingers just then. And I give myself, you know, 3/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch or whatever. And then that way I zero it. So now it's touching the paper, and the weight of the drawer slide is what's putting pressure on the paper. And the only thing is, you got to make sure that you have your retract set high enough so that it, you know, like if you've brought it down and it moves another, say, 1/2 inch after you're touching the paper, you got to make sure your retract is more than that so that when you pick up, it doesn't draw a line across the paper. But yeah.
That's the one where you had the Trump, correct?
There's one since then. The
Okay.
more recent one that I did with the.
Oh, got it. All right.
Oh, it was the public service announcement. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was
That's where I'm using the pen. But yeah. But that's it, Harry. I hope the keep here. There's Harry. He says the keep calm sign. Yeah. So yeah, keep calm and wash your hands. Yeah, Landis is talking about the other one I did. That was the first one I did that kind of got some folks stirred up, I think, on that one. But okay, now where did Hobby go? He just disappeared. Okay, now let me scroll up here. I'll just fly solo here for a minute. Hey, we got
hit that button.
Yeah. Mancrafting TM is here. Check him out.
Yeah, I see that.
How you doing, Chad?
There's the public service announcement link.
Good to see you. You know, he says, "How am I liking the new CNC?" It's okay. Yeah, it's I'm having a lot of fun with it. At least I have some open CNC time now that I got two of them. Righty, let me see if I can scroll up here and find the other question. I remember what it was, I think, but I like to. Paul, if you're out there, if you can stick it, here it is. I found it. He says, Dave, I left you a question on Facebook about your aluminum machine. What was your feed and speed? Basically what I was doing when I just shot like a 10 or 15 second video that I put on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. And basically what I was doing is I needed some 1/4 inch aluminum, and I didn't have any 1/4 inch aluminum. I had some 3/8 aluminum. So basically what I was doing, I think it was about 8-inch wide aluminum flat bar. And so I had a pocket where it was doing 8.5 by 10 inches, I think. So basically all I was doing was milling it down to get it a 1/4 inch thick. But I think the speed that I had it set on when I shot that video was 100 inches a minute. And I think I was just doing like 30 thousandths per pass or something like that. And it was like just a 1/4 inch. And it's not really the right kind of end mill because it's a CMT router bit that's really for wood. But in fact, it was an old one too. And that's what I had. I had a bunch of them. So I thought, well, I'll throw one of those in. If it breaks, no big deal because I got plenty of them old ones. But anyway, so it was 100 inches a minute, 30 thou deep. And then after I got done uploading that video, I thought, well, let me just play around with this thing, see how fast it'll go. But, and I ended up going all the way up to 150. And then I didn't try to go any faster than that, but I think I could have because no more than I was taking off, just kind of skimming it. It didn't have any issues at all doing it. But
well, Becca Miller's just said monogram.
What's that?
Becca Miller just said he likes the new monogram. She likes the new monogram.
Oh yeah, I got it hanging up right wherever it is. I can't even remove it right there. That's the plywood. The one I did. The one out of MDF is sitting over there, and I haven't done anything with it. I haven't painted it or anything, so it's still pretty boring looking. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with that one. But
what else do we have there?
Let's see here. Just trying to read through the comments and seeing if we have any questions, or it looks like people are just wanting to hang out because they're bored because of this social distancing thing.
Sounds good to me.
Dave, what does this mean? Dave has been Mr. Content lately. What does that mean, Ryan? I'm always content.
Yeah, but now that you have one of your machines now that you have another machine, so your work stuff can be. Now that you have something you can use for your own stuff as opposed to work, you've been a lot happier lately.
Well, yeah, I guess that's one way.
Yeah, you've been. Hey, that's what we're all about.
I did mention it, but getting back to what Paul was asking me about the aluminum, like I said, what you saw is I was just milling an 1/8 inch off to make it 1/4 inches thick instead of 3/8. But I got a video coming up where I'm making some stuff that I think is going to be pretty cool out of that. So I'll probably have that video out, not tomorrow morning, but a week from tomorrow. And I got another video coming out tomorrow morning too. So. I think y'all will like it. Yeah, microchip, summing it up here, #board.
You are a video machine, Dave. A video machine.
No, I'm not really. I just got a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do for so long, and now that I've got that other machine,
now you can do it.
I got time to do it and still keep up with the orders.
The orders, yeah. Yeah, because I know what a pain it was. I mean, because we talk a lot, I know exactly what a pain it is to retool the machine because you've got it set up for Gattons. And every time you have to do a project, I mean, I know because I was in a similar situation here. Whenever I wanted to do any woodworking, every one of my rooms was so crowded with stuff before I bought the property that in order for me to do anything, I'd have to take a tool and spend 2 hours to bring it outside and then put it all back. Same thing with you. You have to completely remove all the jigs from your machine, set it up for your new stuff, and then remember how everything was to put it back. Half the time it's not worth doing that just for a small project.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, just like what I was running the other day, you know, when you're running aluminum, you know, now you got shiny chips everywhere besides the dust.
Right.
And you know, it's
Yeah.
it was a mess cleaning that up, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
I saw something, a comment over here. Now where'd it go? I'm having trouble. Okay, let's see here. Masked Pirate says, excited to see this live chat. I've been researching a CNC build for a few months now, but haven't committed. Interested in your opinion on a few kits. Well, I can tell you the best kit out there. I'm a little biased, but go to. Let's see. Do I have my thing here?
What do you need?
I'm looking for my. I don't even have a thing set up here.
For your link? I'll take care of it.
Oh, wait. Here you go. To learn about a Gatton CNC, visit davegatton.com. Best DIY kit on the planet. And like I said, I'm probably a little bit biased.
Or even easier, you don't have to type it. It's right there. Oh, shoot. Why didn't it link? I hate it when that happens. I guess I got to do an HTTP. Let's see if that works.
I saw something else. And now I don't know where it went. There's just so many comments tonight, you guys. Not used to. I don't know where it went.
There we go.
It was from
Clickable link.
Joanne, aka Dwayne, if I can find him. Anyway, he was asking me something about a challenge.
Did you take my challenge about the USA flag?
No, I did not, because I don't know what that is. How did you send me something, or what was it? I don't know what it was. Paul says, and I'm saying Paul, I think that's who P&G Custom Woodworks is. I think that's Paul.
Yeah, that's Paul.
I'm going to try some in-grain inlay. Any thought to share? I don't have anything. I would just say if this is your first time doing it, I would check out YouTube, because there's lots of good videos on inlays on there. Oh, Harry says, I think he means Mr. Content, not content. Yeah, okay, Mr. Content. Well,
Mr. Content. Gotcha.
I don't know about that either. I'm just, I've got, like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff that I've been wanting to do, and and it seems like the more I get out there and do, the more ideas I get, and I've got a list. So you'll be seeing, a lot of videos coming out. I've actually been trying to do 2 a week. I've been trying to do one come out on Thursday afternoons, and another one come out on Sunday mornings, but I don't know how long I'll be able to keep that up.
Yeah, it's a tough thing. Meanwhile, my 2 a week has completely stopped. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, doing 1 a week is hard enough, but anyhow. Let's see. I'm looking. I don't see any questions. He says, no, I don't have your address. Well, did you send me something? So I can tell you right now, folks, if anybody sends me, and I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. If anybody sends me anything in Facebook Messenger and it's like one of those video things or something you got to click on, you can forget it. I don't click on any of that. So I'm just telling you, I got burned one time on that, and it's because I had a challenge running and I was expecting people to send me links to their video, and somebody sent something and I clicked on it and it was something I shouldn't have clicked on. So don't don't do that again. So if you got something you want to send me, first send me a message and say, hey, I'm going to send you something. Then I'll be looking for it. But if you just throw me something in the Facebook Messenger, you forget it. I won't even look at it. So, let's see here. Masked Pirate says, Dave, what size machine can I make from your kit? Well, if you were here earlier, I don't know when you started watching, but we showed the drawing here. If you build it to the plans, you'll have a cutting area of about, 42.5 by 34.5, something like that. But you can make it bigger up to a point. I personally don't think anybody should be making one that's bigger than a 4x4, a cutting area.
Why not? It makes a fantastic work test.
Yeah, a lot of guys go bigger than that, but we just had a bunch of guys posting the other day about how somebody had posted like, well, if you could change one thing, what would you do? And there was a bunch of guys that said, well, I'd make it smaller. It's too damn big.
Yeah.
I told you so. Tried to tell you. So,
especially if this is the first one you're building, start small, because you can always make a bigger one, and don't start with the biggest thing. It is a sacrifice of space is what it is. And we're talking, this machine now, I had a purpose to build this. That's why I built it. And mine folds up against the wall and only takes up 7 square feet when it does so. But normally this is 50 square feet of space, plus the walking space around it that you need. So you're looking at a good 75 square feet taken away from your shop. That's 8x8, 9x9. That's a big chunk, as opposed to something desktop that's really all you're going to ever use it for. Most people, 90% of the stuff I do on my small one, and it's a 2-foot by 3-foot area. You don't need anything that big.
Yeah, I just want to highlight this comment here. Greg's got a pretty cool idea. It says, time for a Gatton quarantine challenge. Probably would be. I'd probably get a lot of participation because anyway, they're stuck in their shop.
I like that.
That's a good idea. Give me an idea what the challenge would be. Anybody out there, we'll get that going. Pirate says, interested in a workable area of 40 plus by 40 plus, and I guess the 4.
All right, so.
Well, you're going to have that on the Z anyway.
So you're looking at 45 by 54 is your table size.
Yeah, you'd only have to make it deeper on the Y.
Yeah.
Maybe about 54, because you lose, 13.5, 14 inches on the Y because of the gantry.
Yeah.
So Tim wants to know, what software do I use to edit my videos? I kind of have to laugh when I think about that question, because I have been using for a long time the free what is it called?
Movie Maker.
Movie Maker that comes with Windows. Now, and when I say the Movie Maker that comes with Windows, I'm talking the one that's been around a long time. I wanted to up my YouTube game there for a while, and so I splurged and bought some stuff called Sony Vegas Movie Studio or something like that. And it's just got too much stuff. I don't have time to learn all that stuff. So I thought, all right, most of the time when I shoot a video, I'd end up always using the simple Movie Maker. Okay, well now, from what I understand, the Movie Maker, the real simple one, is gone away. But there is a new one that's called Movie Maker, but it's really made by a company called Moviezilla or something like that.
Yeah,
I can pull it up here. And it's basically taking the place of Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker, but it has it's a little nicer. It's not super fancy like the Sony thing, but it's a perfect for me because if you give me too many buttons to push, I screw things up. So I like to keep it simple. So I use that. And a lot of times what I do is I start out in the old Movie Maker, and then I'll save that video and then move it to the new Movie Maker. And you might ask, well, why the heck do you do that? The big difference is the old Movie Maker, you cannot do picture in picture. It's just, that's it. You can't do a picture in picture or a video in picture. The new Movie Maker, the MovieZilla, you can. So a lot of times I'll record it in the old Movie Maker and then move that file to the new Movie Maker and then add my picture in picture and some other things like that. But yeah, that's probably more information than you wanted, but that's what happens when you ask me a question. Philip Carter wants to know, were you able to ship out some boxes this week, Hobby?
Yes. Orders 1 through 6 have gone out. I expect hopefully 6 through 12 will be out this week. They're taking just forever because just when I thought I was done, I'm done with the boxes and I could ship you the boxes, but without any cabling, that's or motors, that's a little bit problematic. And as you see here, let's see during the show so far, and now I have been typing and stuff, but I've gotten almost 4 connectors done. And how long has it been? It's 8:45. It's time consuming, but yeah, I've got a few of them out and I will get some more out. I'll probably be caught up over the next 2-3 weeks.
Okay, David Pugh's got a good point that I definitely agree with. He says 4x2 is a great size. You can always tile longer stuff.
Yep.
And that's, I think sometimes, especially new people, they don't know about tiling, or if they do, they don't think about it.
Or they're afraid
to have a big, long CNC machine to run big stuff. If you've got a small shop, it's a lot smarter, in my opinion, to make something that fits and not try to get too crazy when you go on the size. Let's see. I thought I saw some other stuff here. I got to give this guy a shout out right here. This Brian Rockwell. Let me look right here just a second here. I may have to break down, put my glasses on to see what I'm doing here. Well, it might help if I get in the right spot here. Here we go. All right, here we go. Brian Rockwell, and I hope I'm not embarrassing you too much if I call you out like this, Brian Rockwell bought his Gatton CNC kit, and when I shipped it, the expected delivery date was Thursday, March 19th. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. The dude's already posting pictures of a roller on Facebook. He's already got it painted or stained or whatever it was. The dude is killing it, I'm telling you.
Yep.
Great job, Brian. That's he's not letting no moss grow under him, I'm telling you. He is on it. Jerry Brown says, that Movie Maker with Windows is so frustrating. When I went to the video a day, I had to change to Sony, an older version, but it is much better. Yeah, I like stuff simple. I'm a simple dude. That's me.
Yep. As do I.
Let's see. These comments are going by so quick, I can't hardly read them. All right, let's see. Dennis Killian says, now I have my homing switches wired in series, but when I reference all home, the Z-axis makes the switch, comes off the switch and stops, but in Mach 3 it still shows the Z-axis moving. Yeah, you ain't got something right there. I would like to give you a tip though, David. I hope you don't take offense at this tip. But I'm gonna give it anyway because that's what I do. I know you've been fighting this thing a while because I've seen the post on Facebook. Here's what I would do if I was you. I would go into Mach 3 and I'd disable all those switches and the stuff you're having trouble with, because I think I saw you got your other driver and the machine itself is running right. I just run it without limit switches and have some fun with it for a while, and then take a breather and then go back and continue the fight with the limit switches. I understand it's probably, I know that Sane Smart motion controller card thing is giving some people some real headache because it's different than a lot of the other things. So
I haven't had an issue. I got 23 of them.
yeah, but
you have all the power supplies that you need, the 5-volt, the 24, and the motor power supply, because you have to have all of them.
That would be my advice to you, Dennis, is to just take a break from all the other stuff, because that's all bell and whistle stuff you're dealing with now. If you got the machine running,
enjoy some carving.
You can. I ran one for years, didn't have any of that stuff. No limit switches, no homing switches, no touch plate, no drag chain, no nothing. And I made all kinds of stuff. So. Dave Fincham in the house today. How you doing, Dave? He's old high school classmate. You can tell people are bored. They ain't got nothing to do. Saturday night and people are watching me. That they're bored.
Yeah.
Jerry says, that is why I am cutting my Gatton to a 4x2. I rarely pass that 2-foot margin. Yeah. And see, I know this because I've been doing this stuff a while. I know that you don't, unless you were already making big stuff before you got a CNC, you're probably not going to make nothing that big.
I do agree that 4x2 is ideal. There have been a few times where I've wanted more than the 3-foot that I have, but I've never needed more than 2 foot wide on the small machine.
Yeah.
Never.
You can always figure out a way to make something. I don't care how big it is. I remember I don't think he's out there, but Zach Mandring, Southern Ginger.
Yeah.
Zach, if you're out there, say something. But I don't think he's out there. I haven't seen him. I think he's camping. But he came up with. If you ever watch any of his videos. And you'll see this, if you look in his shop, he's got this Mustang, and not a car, but a Mustang horse thing on his wall. And he had contacted me, and this has been, I don't know how long it's been, probably 2 or 3 years ago. And he says, man, he goes, my machine's not big enough, but I got this job and I need to make this thing. So he sent me the file and I says, well, it's really even too big for mine. But I says, I know how we can do it. So what I did is I broke it down into, I want to say 3 sections. I probably still got it on a computer here somewhere. And what I did is I cut 1/2-inch MDF and took that big horse and cut it into 3 sections. And just cut 3 different parts. And when you butt the MDF up together and you put it on a piece of plywood and you cut it out and then run a flush trim bit, you can't tell whether it was done on a CNC or not. So, that's what he did for his customer. Basically, what I did was make him a big template in 3 pieces. And that's why when you look at videos, when you see his shop, he took that template, and I don't know whether he glued it together, or if he just, I don't know how he did it, but he painted it, and he has it stuck on his wall in the shop, and it's huge. But that's how it was done. It's easy to, when you cut stuff on a CNC, you get nice clean lines. So when you split something, it's going to push together, and you can't even see the seam. So that's why, I don't understand why people building these great big old machines, and then they just, you got this lead screw whip and all that stuff. Just don't get it. Tim says, how about a coffee show in the morning for all of us stuck at home?
He's got to be sarcastic on that one.
Well, either that or he's talking about tomorrow morning, but no. Weekdays are good. Here every weekday morning, 9 o'clock. Bring your coffee.
Yep, Dave's here.
All right, let's see. I'm trying. If I missed anybody's question, you probably have to put it in again, because this thing is just scrolling like crazy. And I'm trying to watch them, but let's see, how long we've been on here. Yeah, we've been on here 53 minutes. Got a bunch of, good, I got a thumbs down. Thank you. Whoever you were. Thank you. They all count.
Work on your sarcasm, Dave.
Yeah.
It sounded too sincere.
John Dwayne says coffee session. Yeah, the one we do Monday morning will be the 121st coffee session. Never thought we'd be going that long, but John N says, I came at the right time, got my question answered before I even asked. Okay, I don't know what that was, but Josh T says, I wanted to cut cabinets for a school bus conversion. Yeah. I guess he's talking about because of the size. But yeah, but no matter what it is, as long as it'll fit on the width, it doesn't matter how long it is. You can cut it, Ronnie S says, how many inches per minute can you get with the NEMA 34 motors? And I assume you're talking about my Avid, because that's the one that has the NEMA 34 steppers. I did a video recently talking about the Rapids. And I hope that everybody that watched that video watches it to the end, because at the end of the video, I point out that really doesn't matter. It looks impressive flying and everything, but the rapid moves aren't what really counts. It's how fast can you cut. And as far as your answer there, yeah, I can cut a little faster than I can with my other machines, because they all have NEMA 23s. They have NEMA 23 425 ounce. The Avid has NEMA 34s 960 ounce. So yeah, if I keep everything the same, the RPMs the same, the depth of cut the same, I'm going to be able to cut a lot faster with that one. But it's not, it's not going to be like, 10 times faster or anything like that. So.
And here you go. Here's the link to that video.
Oh, was that the
how fast can it go?
Yeah. And like I said, I hope, and I know people how they are, they'll watch a video and go, I'm tired of this, and they'll click off. But I hope they watch till the end, because really it's not about how fast it goes. And that's just for any CNC. I mean, if you're looking at CNCs and talking to somebody that's trying to sell you one, and all they want to talk about is how fast the Rapids are, you might want to go look at something else, because they're impressive to watch and all that, but in the big scheme of things, they're not what's important. The accuracy and how fast you can cut is more important than how fast you can move from one corner to the other.
Yeah.
John N says, if someone leaves a thumbs down, they should have to leave a reason. Yeah.
I agree with that.
I've said that for years, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. That won't be the only one I get, I'm sure. You look this time tomorrow, and there'll be about 3 more on there, I bet. And I'm okay with that.
A view is a view.
Will I need 2 or 3 sheets of plywood to build my machine? You probably need at least 2 or 1.5, which means you got to buy 2. And of course, who knows, if you get crazy and you're building a cabinet underneath and stuff, then you're going to need more than that, probably.
And trust me, you'll end up getting crazy. We all do.
Ryan's telling Mike, somebody, to put in Dave Gatton coffee session. Yeah, the coffee sessions are not on this YouTube channel. I created a separate YouTube channel.
Yeah, let me put that.
It's named the Dave Gatton Coffee Sessions. So, real easy to remember. Tim says, Dave, what font did you use for the letters cut out on the G for the monogram? That's the Batman Forever alternate font. Same as my logo. And I've had somebody, I can't remember who it was, somebody I think commented saying they'd like to have that file so they could cut one to hang in their shop or something. If you want it, you just send me an email. I'll send it to you.
Here is the coffee sessions link. Next. It's on YouTube, Dwayne. Dwayne was asking if the coffee session link was on YouTube or Facebook.
Well, I stream just like the way I'm streaming right now. I stream to both places, Facebook.
Oh, that's right. That's
page
right.
And YouTube. You can watch either place. Most people, I mean, like right now, we've got, according to this thing, we've got 134 viewers. 123 of them are on YouTube. So most people watch on YouTube, but you can watch it either place. It's the Batman Forever alternate is what it's called.
Yep. Batman
and you have to do it right. If you want to be the official font, you have to do it correct, because if you'll notice,
there's also a Batman Forever.
Well, you can't see Hobbies, and I don't know if he did it right or not. But the 2 N's, the N in Gatton will be different than the N in CNC.
I did do it right.
And that's because, one, the N in CNC is a capital. The CNC is all caps. The N in Gatton is lowercase. But when you type it, they both look uppercase, but the point's different.
The points are different, yeah.
That's the thing. And a lot of people didn't even know that. They've had it for years and didn't even notice it. Michael Murray, a.k.a.
Miter Mike. Scroll Saw, yeah, Scroll Saw Mike.
Oh, Mike wants to know, Hobby, you still milking this box?
Milking?
I thought he said making, but then when I brought the comment up, it says milking. Yeah, that's not the first one. He's got a few of them done. So
yeah, I could pan around the room. I could pan around the room and show you number 18 and number 19, but they're all being built roughly at the same time.
Let's see. Sherry says the dog is losing her mind. Thunderstorm rolling through. Yeah, that's probably something we're going to get in a few days then, because it's probably headed this way. My dog, or one of them, is sacked out right here. The other one's no doubt on the sofa.
I'll be making boxes until I get tired of making boxes, because The orders keep rolling in because nobody wants to do this. I enjoy this for now. Nah, it's actually quite enjoyable.
All right. Any other questions out there? We're going to wrap this one up, I guess. We've been on here right at an hour. I know y'all are anxious to get back to your social distancing. So I don't want to hold you up. I do appreciate all you guys. I mean, we've had this might be a record. I don't know how many we've had. We've got 137 folks watching right now.
Sounds like a record. Well, I mean, aside from your 200 member challenges, when you're giving something away.
Robert Sam says, Dave, what length Acme lead screws do I need to order? It really depends on how big you're going to do. If you build it per the plans, you should be able to get by with 3.
3 6-footers.
1 for the X, 2 for the Y, and then you should have enough drop left over to do the Z. If you're going to build one of those big old machines, you probably end up having to get
an extra 3-footer.
3, but you know, most of the time, the number, that McMaster car number, I can't remember it exactly. It's something 704, I think, is the last 3 digits. That's for a 6-foot length. They also make a 3-foot length. So if you're only coming up where you just need a piece to do the Z, rather than pay, I hadn't looked lately, $42 and something for a 6-foot piece, you can pay half that and get a 3-foot piece.
Good deal. What size lead screws are on my Gatton, Keith? That 7-foot. I mean 6-foot. Sorry, they don't make 7-foot. Say 6-foot, and the 6-foot ends right here. I've got an extra 6 inches on the box. The width is actually, it'll fit a 6-foot board between the rails. And the reason I did that is not to fit a 6-foot board, but rather because the rails that are my vertical rails that when this thing folds up onto the wall are on the studs, and the studs were a little wider than what was necessary. So it's just a design thing. Green, blue.
Steve, thanks for the shout out. Thank you, Steve, for everything you do. We appreciate you, buddy. Ryan says he's social distancing from his family. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you say that because my kids are home. My wife is home. Normally I'm. I mean, obviously, I spend maybe 1 or 2 hours tops twice a week going to visit my businesses, make sure they're running right, painting company and all this. But 90% of the time I'm home and everybody's out and it's nice and peaceful and quiet. Now it's all turned around for me. Can't wait to get back to the property.
Okay, did you wait a minute. Where'd it go? Dadgum this thing. I just had it. Here it is. Question for Hobby. What size lead screws on your big CNC?
Got it. That's 72-inch. The maximum they make.
Well, I think he means diameter, 1/2 inch, right?
Oh, 1/2 inch, yeah.
Same lead screw that everybody gets.
Yeah. I'm not putting anything different. It's a Gatton. If you put rack and I am of the opinion, Dave may or may not agree with me, but I'm of the opinion that if you stick rack and pinion on it, if you stick a chain drive on it, if you make it bigger than 6 feet, if you use anything other than the 1/2 inch, short of changing the plywood sizes, if you change anything else, it's not a Gatton. That's my concerted opinion.
My buddy, I'll comment on that here in a sec. My buddy Dave says, "How do you keep looking so good? Got to be your chiseling of the Gatton CNC." It's probably because I buy all my clothes at
All American.
All American Clothing Company. Hashtag not sponsored. Especially now, we're always talking about how we need to get stuff back from China, and I've been preaching this for years. I've been wearing the clothes I buy, the T-shirts. You can't see the blue jeans I got on, but they're all from All American Clothing Company. It's 100% USA stuff. The cotton's grown here. You can trace it all the way back, and they're in Ohio. Anytime anybody asks me about clothes or looks and stuff like that, I always plug that company because, we need to buy American.
Yep.
That's why we're in such a screwed up mess right now, was because, we let China take over and we get everything from there. But yeah, I won't stay on my soapbox for that. But let's see. But that's how I stay looking so awesome, Dave, if you're wondering.
Let's see. Philip Carter, Hobby, any advice on soldering the tiny connector for my spindle? Which is exactly what I am soldering now, except mine are even tinier because they're 5-pin, not 4-pin. There are a few good videos, if you, I'm sure there have to be, on soldering. You're looking for soldering cup connectors is what you want to search for. But basically, and I don't want to turn this into a soldering course, but the first thing you got to do is exactly what I'm doing here is you have to tin both the wires. I've already tinned the wires, and then you have to tin each one of the connectors. Depending on your soldering skills, because this is, if you have good soldering skills, then it's easy. If you don't, have somebody do it for you, because you could really, melt a connector if you don't. Haven't lost one yet, but I've been doing this for years. Once you tin, in other words, put a little solder on it. With soldering, everything is heat conductivity. You can't just hold the tip down on the thing and you have to make sure that the conductivity is there. Use flux if you have it, because that's what you're going to need. Just like copper, if you've ever done any plumbing. And same basic concept. Then after that, put a little dab, a little like a tiny little ball of what's it called? Tin your soldering iron, and real quickly put the two together, like I've been doing for the past. We're doing pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 connectors. That's 30 connections, which is my average. It's about one every 2 minutes. I wish I could help anymore, but short of doing it for you, there's not much not much other tip I can say.
Good night, Rob. Rob's heading to dinner, so it's time to put dinner on the grill. Have a great week, everybody.
Good night, Rob.
Somebody else was commenting about I don't remember where it went now, but somebody said something about the crowd we got here tonight. Yeah, we got a good crowd, but you got to remember everybody's at home, can't do anything. So,
but really, I mean, you've been getting crowds of very close to this every week. It's just maybe 10 or 20 more because of the virus.
Yeah. Cooper Smith says, Dave, a friend and I built one of your earlier machines each, and I have loved them. Thank you. All right. You're welcome, Cooper. That was it's kind of what started this crazy mess. I did a video, and people always give me stuff about, oh, that's easy. You got a CNC. So I just said, well, all right, anybody can do it. I'll show you how. And then the rest is history, as they say. Dave Fabrications is in the house. I don't think I've given him a shout out.
Johnny's there?
Take your time and be willing to redo a few, and you will learn it fast. YouTube videos help a lot. So many good ones.
Yeah, yeah, for the soldering, absolutely. And on my, by the way, I'm going to be not so an indirect shout out to Johnny, because I'm going to be mentioning how you can control a coffee grinder with one of the hobby boxes.
All right, look who snuck in here.
I have to see his video, by the way.
Jerry's Machines.
We were just talking about.
Your ears were probably ringing earlier, Jerry, because I was just asking Hobby if anybody's heard from you, because I sent you a text message the other day and I have not heard back, brother. So, I got worried about you there, but it's good to see you on here. Hope you're doing better. And you got here just in time for us to sign off, probably, because we've been on here an hour and 12. It's time to go. I want to again thank. Where'd it go? Here it is. I want to again thank Wilson Rubottom. I don't know if he's still watching out there. I want to thank him for sending me this awesome PDF. Yeah. And I'm going to be putting that on the website, and I'm going to try to figure out how to make it where you can download it too, and print it out and stuff. But
throw it in the files.
It's it should help people get to get a visual of the size, because that's basically, if you build it to the plans, that's basically it right there. So, all righty, we're going to get out of here. Jerry said he didn't sneak in. He asked several times, this is where I come to get my Corona. He must be feeling better. I hope so anyway.
No. If he was on death's doorstep and blood was trickling through his veins, he would still be coherent enough to ask for his Corona.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, thank y'all so much. Like I said, we've had a heck of a thing tonight. We've made it. If I can get it back up over here, let's see where to go. There it is. I got 105 thumbs up and 2 thumbs down. Yeah. All right.
Yay, team.
So thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. We'll I got that craziness going on over there. I don't know why that was doing that, because I've still got it shared. But anyhow, I appreciate y'all. And like I said, let's see, who was it? It was Greg Orler, I think, come up and said something about a Corona challenge. If y'all got any ideas for that, I'd be happy to throw together some prizes and stuff. And
winner gets 48 rolls of toilet paper.
Yeah, that'd be a good prize, wouldn't it? Get some toilet paper.
Yeah.
That'd probably be the best prize you could get right now. But Dean said he would still like to see another project show. We can do one next week if anybody sends me stuff. I'm always up for the project shows. I keep telling people, if you got something you've done and it's really cool and you're proud of it and you want to show it off, or have it shown off on this show, send it to me. It doesn't have to be a show and tell show, but because I'll show it show something every week if people send it to me. It's just that people don't send me much stuff. So if you want to do one of them, send me. You got something you want to show off, send me one. Anybody else got anything, send it to me. That's a name I don't know if I know. Anthony. Thank you. If this is your first time here, Anthony, thank you for coming by. All right, we're out of here, folks. Everybody have a good weekend. Stay safe. Behave yourself. Don't get out and do anything crazy, or especially around a bunch of people. Because if you just think of this now, if you get out and do something crazy and you get in trouble, The judge may be in quarantine, so you don't know how long it's going to be before he shows up. So you might be stuck in there for a while. So you don't want to get out there and do anything stupid. So, all righty, we are out of here. Everybody have a good one.
Not all.
Even say good night. See y'all.